Hello, hello, hello. Network is really poor. Network is really poor. Okay, it looks like it's picking up. It is picking up. It's down again. Oh, really down. Okay, so it looks like again to just be fluctuating. I want to see if I could also go live on my Instagram. I don't know if it's possible, but I just want to check. Is that possible? Hmm? I don't think this can go live on my Instagram. What's going on? Could this be the same stream key? I do not know, but just 1 second. I need to figure this out. Settings. Is it the same? Looks the same. Copy. Let's see if this is the same too. No, it's not the same. It's not the same. So I'm just going to press OK on this. And what if I press go live on this side? Oh, yo, 1 second, guys, please. I just want to see if I can link my Instagram to go live at the same time. Okay, two people are on. Just a minute, guys. I'm going to get on to what we have for today. Just a second. If I can't link my Instagram in the next 5 minutes, I'll just go on with YouTube. So let's just see. Let's see. I need to click this go live, or what's next? Okay. What if I click that again? What's that going to do? Select go live once the stream is self-connected and it's displayed. But it's not displaying though. What's going on now?
The key in there as well, and I can go OK. Now when I'm ready to go live, I can hit this button down here, which is stream all vertical outputs. I go back to Instagram, and hopefully you'll see my preview over here eventually.
Okay, do I have to wait? Oh, okay, it's up. It is up. That's fire. Okay, so I'm just gonna click go live. Okay, go live. Let's see. Okay, I think it's live. Okay, I just want to make sure that it's I can actually see it on my Instagram for real, and then I will just go on with what we're modeling for today. I can't see it on my phone. What's going on? What am I going to do next? See Veg Beats. Veg Beats. Guy, see, I want to talk to you about my audio. Everything is just coming out very hot. I don't know what I'm going to actually do to the setting on OBS, but I'm just working with it like that. What's going on? I'm not seeing that I'm live, or Abi. I'm supposed to see on my own phone that I'm live now. I know that I'm live on YouTube, but oh my god, this thing is confusing me. Okay. Very said I have to log into another account. So let me log into my other account and see. Oh, okay. I see it. You're correct. No, software. I'm actually hoping that I'm able to stack some filters to make it sound better, but I think right now if I open my audio on OBS, you would see where is the filters? I have noise suppressor because I have a fan to my side and I don't want it to bleed into the mic. Then I don't know what this equalizer is doing. Equalizer, I just know to just push the high because it felt very low endy. But I don't really know what else to add again that will make it better. So I'm literally speaking very lightly for me to not blast through the audio people are hearing. But yeah, I feel like so we'll talk about it later, safe. So I know how to tackle this issue. But yeah, let's go on with. Okay. I have to make sure it's not coming in hot. From where? Like, where will I adjust that? Will it be on OBS setting on its own, or where do I check that it's not coming in hot? Oh, okay. Yeah, it does. It does actually. So I probably would have to drop down the volume on the mic so it's not coming in hot and then process after. Yeah, I'll try it. So yeah, today we're going to modeling something. I mean, for those of you that are new to what I've been doing for the past couple of days, I've been modeling through a couple of objects on YouTube. Yeah, I think today is day 50. Today is day 55. We're going to be modeling a pill dispenser. So for the pill dispenser, I'm going to have to replace one of this. I think first one that needs to go is this suitcase. I never got myself to like model a suitcase because it felt too simple. So we're going to do pill dispenser. I'm going to just switch that to in progress. And yeah, I'm going to pull in, first of all, my reference into the scene and start modeling from there. I'm going to reset rotation and reset position so it's at the center of the scene. I don't want to quickly check out what's going on YouTube before I go further. Just 2 people, that's fine. I'm cool. That is fine. What's going on YouTube before I go further? Okay, that's calm. Yeah, so I'm going to RX 90 and just put this on the front view, just like so. And then I'll bring in, I think I'm going to bring in a cylinder first of all, and just put that on top of the scene. And with GZ on this, just bring it up so that it's on the ground plane of the scene, just like so, like it's on the ground plane actually. All right, so this is You might say it's an easy build, but where the technical issues might come in now is in the pills. Having to get the pills to look random in that cylinder is going to be tricky. Actually, I'm gonna have to run a simulation for that, because this, if you look at this, there's a system to this. Like, you could tell that this was rendered because there's a pattern to how the simulation goes. So yeah, front view right here. I'll take the vertices, scale it down, and GZ up to the surface right here. So I don't think I'll stay so long on this stream because I already feel like I'm almost there. Like, it's literally done. So I'm going to bevel this part, but before I do that, I'm going to apply the scale and then bevel the down part to somewhere around here, and then I'll bring down a loop to this side because you see this dial line right here. I want to create it, but before I go for that, I'd like to put that this live on my story. Just 1 second. I can't share it live on my story. That's strange. Okay. Yeah. Let's see, we can see my screen. Wait. Why can't you see my screen? Can't see my screen. Should be able to see my screen now, Abby? Yeah. I think you should be able to see my screen. So I'm just going to go on with the modeling. Vesh, if there's anything, just let me know. So I beg. So I could change something. But I feel like, I should be able to. You guys should be able to see my screen actually. But yeah, for the base, I'm going to bevel the base up to this point, and then I'll bring in a second loop, and you see this something like a panel line right here. I want to create that by, I think I will just bring in another loop right here so I can use to create that panel line. So right here, I'm going to select this entire loop, and then I'm going to extrude along normals just like so. So it's extruded along normal. Something I want to do is take this out of the way on the y-axis, and you see this line that I extruded along the normals. I want to select only boundary loops on those, and then select this loop, and just add a very tiny bevel, just tiny bevel. Like, I don't even need a lot. Yeah, just a tiny bevel, and that's cool. And the bevel is so that I can easily add in a subdivision to this, just like so, and it tightens up down here. Right, that's cool. Also looks like it needs an extra support loop on this side, but yeah, looking right. I think we also have something like that on this side too, so I'm just going to place one right here and then bevel that. Let me check. I'm bothered about that not seeing screen of a thing. Ooh, really can't see my screen for real. Deactivate, activate. What about now, man? Or do I need to move this out of the way? Okay, I think I see what's going on. Ah, there's a problem. Okay. So what if I do something like this and then back to this? Let's see. Let me go to YouTube and just check. Wow. Okay. I think Versailles is better now. Let me check. If it's better now, I'm just going to start from scratch because something I do with this stream is try to re-edit for later. Let me check. Okay. This is the first time I'm trying to stream on Instagram, so it's just messing me up. If it was YouTube, I would have been almost done by now. But this IG, oh no, man. You know what? I'm going to check on YouTube. Okay, I think I'm hot actually. Like everything looks good. All right, so I'm going to start from scratch. Apologies. I mean, like I said, with this YouTube, I said with these YouTube videos, with these live streams, I kind of edit for later. So if the former part or the beginning part was faulty, I'll probably need to just go all the way again just to get that right. So yeah, I'm just going to scale down. I think we've gone through all these steps. So right here, I'm going to apply the scale, bevel that just like so. I think bevel should be around here. And then remember, I think one of the steps was bringing in a loop so that we could bevel and then create what I call panel line. Even though this is far away from looking like a mech, this is not like a mech at all. Yeah. So I'm just going to select boundary loops, select this edge, then I'll bevel those just like so. So that's cool. I think for the top, I'm going to take out this face, and I think there was another panel line right here, and we can just add a bevel. And same thing that we did with the former one is to extrude along the mouse, right? So we're going to select boundary loops, and then I'm going to select this loop and just add a slight bevel. So what this bevel on those sharp edges does is that if I add in a subdivision, let's say a 1 level subdivision now, like everything holds tightly and I can shade smooth and everything looks good actually. So next I'm going to do is create this I don't know what it's called, but this space right here. So I'm going to bring in a loop first of all to this point, and then I'm going to select these faces. So these faces are going to be deleted, right? And we're kind of almost there with the shape, only that we have to make things tighter basically. So I'm going to add in a loop right here and add in another loop right here, and that is cool. Next I'm going to add in, I want to add in a solidify modifier, but I feel like the parts that I've beveled might end up just being a problem, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try the solidify modifier first. If it doesn't work, then I'll isolate the top part to create what I want to create. And what I want to do is, you see this part right here, this part, there's a thickness to it, so I want to create that thickness basically. So I'm going to isolate this mesh, and I'm going to add in a solidify modifier. Okay, I don't think we have any issues with the bevel. Bevel doesn't affect it. Okay, it does though. It does a little bit. So I'm going to reduce that thickness, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to take it out completely so that I can create that thickness on my own. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this mesh and move it to a separate collection in case I need to call back that shape for any reason. I'm going to call that collection a dump, right? And I'm going to just apply my subdivision. That subdivision is too much. I'm going to reduce that to 1, and that's cool. So you see this shape right here. I'll select this entire shape, and I would extrude along normals. Not the result I wanted actually. Extrude along normals. So I'm going to add in that solidify again and see if there's a way I can work around it. Like so. I'm going to apply this solidify, and you see all of these issues that I have here. I'm just going to delete them. Delete these vertices. Delete. Think right here too. Delete. So that's cool. That solves that. Right here, I'll put this loop on this, because I know that from here through to here and through to here, it was extruded out a little bit, just like so. So what I did here is I selected this loop and I clicked Alt S on that, so it just extrudes out a little bit. I think I'm going to use proportion editing to do this, so, and I'm going to keep that on connected only. Alt S. Let's see. Okay. Alt S. All right, so we're good with those. I'm just going to apply some kind of a bevel for certain areas, for example right here, because I know that the moment we add in a subdivision, all of these things are just, they're just going to collapse into themselves. So I'm going to add in a holding bevel right here, and I'm going to add in a 1 level subdivision, see what it looks like. That's cool. We have some artifacts on this side, and that's because I didn't select that loop. So I would undo to this point, and I think that's entirely selected, right? So you see this vertex right here. I feel like it's out a little too much, so I'm going to just go to the top view and move it in a little bit. Just move it in a little bit. So all of those loops that were selected, I'm going to select all over again. Right. So I think yep, around there is cool. So I'm going to frame selected and bevel. I don't think I can check my stream actually because I'm a little bit focused on this to actually get the right results. But let me just quickly check on my phone and I'll continue modeling shortly. Okay. All right. So we're good. Next up, I'm going to bring in the container, right? And I think that's really that's the one that I'm a little bit iffy about because I know it requires simulation, and it's been a while I did like simulation stuff. So I'm going to SZ up to the surface, S Shift Z, and this is the container that we need. I'm going to scale on the Z axis and GZ down just like so. And I'm going to apply scale. This part I'm going to bevel just a little bit. No, I'm not even going to bevel at all because I need that space to accept the pills that are going to go in. Looking at this now, I feel like this shape should be bigger so it hugs the space that we created for it. So this is cool. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take out the face first. Then I'm going to apply scale. Then I need to model the pills, right? I need to model the pills and then do like a rapid. I'll do like a rigid body sim to bring it in. So the pills, I think this is too heavy for the pills. Let me bring in a cube, GZ. I'm going to add in a 1 level subdivision to it and just scale it down. And maybe we could use this for the pills. Let's see. SX. SC. This needs to be more high fidelity actually. Let me do that again. GZ. Apply 1 level subdivision. Can scale this on the Z. I'm going to add in another level of subdivision. I'm going to apply that subdivision. Select this. I'm going to SY. That's just scale it on the Y. I'm going to SX a little bit. And then this part, I'm going to bevel and extrude along the mouse. So that's cool. I think that is all I'm just going to do for the pills because this, you might feel it's like a small simulation, but it might end up being a heavy simulation where we would need a mesh that is just lightweight, basically. So I'm going to frame selected, bevel this. And if I add in 1 subdivision, I think this is cool for the pills actually. The pills doesn't look like this, definitely. Like if I want to model the pills, I'll go with a cylinder, get the shape. But for this purpose, I want to use this, and that's because I need that simulation to be lightweight. So I would add I applied scale on that. Next I am going to do is duplicate on the Z, Shift D, Z, and I'll repeat that duplicate to this point. I think that's good. That should be a good number. Vertex is already up to 50,000 and I've never done anything. So I'll duplicate this on this side, duplicate on this side, and duplicate on this side. So that's a cool amount of tablets that we want to simulate into this shape. So I can GZ, put it somewhere around here, and I can apply scale. Then I'll go to my simulation tab right here, physics tab rather. Abi? Yeah, physics style, that's what it's called. Then I'll bring in rigid body sim. I'll put this on active, right? And then I'll go to objects, rigid body, and then copy from active. So now the hope is that if I click play on the timeline, all of this will fall, would simulate downward, like it will just fall down in space. So I'm going to switch the timeline and then click play. So we have that, it's working. All those pills are simulating downward, and that is a good thing actually. Next I'm going to do is I'm going to let me add in a little bit of solidify on this. And what the solidify is doing, just adding thickness. It's adding thickness to this cylinder down here. So I'm going to add in that solidify. I'm going to shade smooth this so it looks good, right? And what this is going to do is going to be a rigid body passive. So basically the rigid body passive is going to serve as a container. It's not going to move, and whatever rigid body active is coming down is just going to capture all of the spills. So this is going to go to passive, and I will change this from concave hull to mesh. All right, so I'm going to change this to, what do you call it, X-ray mode, and then I can simulate this again. So all the pills are cut down here, but now the issue is that like we need a lot more of that simulation, right? But I'm not going to like go through all of that process, and the reason is that it's a lot to simulate. It's really a lot. So I'm going to select all of this, simulate again, and then I'm going to apply the simulation I just did for all the pills. So I'm going to look for where to apply all of that, and then bake. So I've turned all of this into a mesh, and let me just show you what you guys what I did. With this, I should be able to duplicate on the Z and increase the amount of pills that we have in the bottle. But right now, there's something buggy about this. Let me see. Maybe I'll go to rigid body sim, and then I can apply all those transform. I want to see if with that I should be able to, you know what, let me do that again, but I'm going to use Alt to click apply transform. So I need to isolate this and just deal with it because it's not doing what I expect it to do. Object, rigid body. Okay. Bake to keyframes. So we're going to give this some time for it to bake, and I don't think it needs to bake the entire 250 frames. So I really wish I could cancel this right now. No? So we need this to bake 31 frames. So I'm going to do that again. Objects, rigid body, bake to keyframes. I'm just going to do 31. Let's see. Right around here, I feel we should be able to duplicate and populate the entire tube. So this is figured out now. I'm going to go to the z-axis, scale this down, and then I'm going to put it into the tube, right? So right here I can Alt D Z. I'm not going to do Shift D because it's just going to impart the scene and make everything too heavy. So I can repeat that duplicate, Alt D Z, but I'm also randomizing by rotating on the Z axis basically. Some of the pills are poking through the tube, which we don't want. So I'm going to undo down to this spot, scale down a little bit, and let us duplicate again. Scale. To be honest, I want to see what this looks like in rendered mode. So I'm going to go to rendered mode. I'm going to bring in a glass texture. Where is it? Transmission. And then I'm going to apply a sky texture to the scene. This is really going to impact the scene, but I think I'm cool with it because I want to see what this looks like through the glass. I'm going to go to shader, and then I'm going to drop that roughness so I can see the pills properly. Okay, that's random enough for me. That's not bad. I'm going to go back to a solid view, and then I want to hide both of this so I can just duplicate without worrying about those things. Can select and Alt D. I'm going to rotate just like so, and Alt D. Maybe I can rotate this like this instead. So I'm going to bring back all the other things that were hidden, and some of all these pills that are poking out, I'm just going to delete them. Right here, I have some poking out on this side, so I'm going to take them out and no, I'm not done. I thought I was pretty much done with this. I'm not done with it because I remember there's a switch down there that is going to be a little bit problematic. So some of these pills at the top, I'm just going to lower into the tube so that I'm able to close this top. Because if you notice, that top has a closing to it. So I'm going to ES, right? Go to the mesh, ES, and then I'm going to scale this in a little. I'm going to EZ, and then right here I'm going to scale a little bit and ES, and then fill that completely. So that's cool. These pills that are poking out, you can take them out. Then right here I can select this and just bevel a little bit, and this also should be beveled a little bit. So that's cool. This edge is too sharp, so I'm going to select this and bevel lightly. So this is cool. I think the only thing left right now is this switch right here. So I'm going to select. It's looking like I shouldn't have applied this. I shouldn't have applied this subdivision, but it's cool. I think I should be able to still figure out the button without having to remodel this or call back, the original shape that we've saved. So right here, I can put this on this side. GG. Think around here is good. So I can select this. And what I can do is I wish I had a subdivision on this, so that I've made this a lot easier. But now that we don't have a subdivision, we're probably going to do this the hard way, and that's going to involve manually moving these vertices like this. I'm going to GG, move it down. This, I'm going to GG, move it down, and just like so. So that's cool. I think I probably also want to add this one, GG. I'm going to bring that down to somewhere around here. That's cool. Same is going to apply for down here, but instead of doing that twice, I'm just going to copy what I already have on this side and move it downward. That's what I would have done, but no, I won't do that because it is not like a straight surface, so it's going to be tricky to copy from down here to this part. So I'm going to select these. I think this I'm going to GZ a little bit, so I'll make that really round. So I want to do the same thing I did for the top on this side. So I can select these two and GG. First of all, I'm going to select this to GG up to this point. I'm going to select this and GG. Right, and this I'll just G twice. So I want to create something that's round basically. You see this loop? I'm going to take it out. And yep. Yeah, so we have that. I can select all of these faces and I can insert slightly and extrude once, extrude in again. So I can insert to make the inner shape tighter. So that's cool. I'm going to bring in an edge loop here to make that not look like a weird semicircle shape. And I think this part also needs a holding loop. I'm seeing something here. What's this? I'm going to delete all of these vertices. Okay, that's cool. So for the button, I'm just going to select what we had already created before. That's this. I'm going to duplicate and then have this on a separate mesh. So I know that with this, I can easily GG, right? GG this downward and GG on this. But we can't GG on that because we need to maintain that shape. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to extrude this outward, or maybe come to the side, right, and just make the movement that I want to make. So you see this edge loop right there. I'm going to dissolve that edge, select this and G. I'm going to G down to this point. So that's cool. Right here, I would extrude a little bit and then we can select this loop and then this also. So we could tighten that bevel to make it a stronger button shape. So that's cool. Next up, there's a little bit of like, I don't know what it is. There's a circle shape down here. So I think that's going to be easy to do because I could add in a loop right here, take this loop and GG all the way up, right? And I'll be able to select these three faces. I'll be able to insert it, maybe subdivide it, but no, I can just turn that into a circle, scale that down. But now I'm seeing that it's distorting the shape. So what I want to do is make the insert a bit stronger and turn that into a circle. And I can extrude that inward just a smidge. But this is really tacky and it's not looking good at all. So I'm going to try a different method for doing this. For this, I think I'm going to apply sub D, right? And I'm going to select these faces, this right here. And then I'll do the same inserts, turn that into a circle, same thing. Let's do it a little bit more. Insert up to this point, turn that into a circle, but I think maybe it is setting from here. Exactly. It's a setting from here that is making that squeezed up. So I'm going to go back to where we had the subdivision, right? And do that again. Change it into a circle, and I think this pretty much works. So extrude one, extrude twice, and insert to make it tighter. And I think this is a better shape actually. So we can just add in a support loop and down here we can bevel that. So that's cool. If I was to do this again, I'll do this shape a lot more different. But yeah, like I said, it wasn't going to be a long stream. Let me see if it's up to 30 minutes. 48 minutes. That's long. And maybe a lot of like the settings time it's into the whole modeling. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just going to save this file. I would call this the what? Let me see. I'll call this day 91 done, and this is like so like a $3. I won't say a $3 effort, but like I think I'll just put it at a $3, and then day 91. Create a new folder, calling this day 91, and double click into that. I'm going to call this a pill dispenser, which I know for a fact I am still going to touch after the stream. Definitely. I'm still, especially this part. And thank God I already have it dumped, like I had a former one right here. So I could reconstruct all of this properly again. Yeah. That's pretty much it. What else? I think I need to pack all resources into the scene. And yep, I will just check YouTube, check Instagram one more time, make sure I'm all good on those, and then we'll call it a day. Okay, all good. CDR, I don't know if you're still here. CDR94, I really appreciate you for being on the streams. And yeah, thank you. You said thank for the streams, they help me learn. That's the point. Thank you for being on. I really appreciate that. I will just quickly check IG also. Young Dennis, say you need to teach me this stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Like just with the streams, it's only going to take a little bit more effort on your part to like watch these things, see where the mistakes are, because that's the essence of the streams, like just to show the unpolished version of running into the problems and creating solutions for them, troubleshooting and stuff. So yeah, that's it. I think I'm keeping the stream a little bit long. So that's it, guys. So long. And until I see you guys in the next one. Peace.